Okay, we're going to take a look at an app called DTT Pro, Discrete Trial Training, which is by Dr. Gary Brown. And the DTT Pro covers all of the individual apps in one app. So it's going to cover colors, shapes, letters, numbers, words, animals, people, nouns, and time. And the great thing about this is that you can register with them, and among all your devices, even the devices you have elsewhere, you can then track all of the information that you have for that student or for that person. So for example, you'd pick a student, and here we just have Benjamin selected, but you could add as many as you like, and then the information for that student will be shown below, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But we're going to pick an app and show you how all of this works. Before I do that, I'm going to show you each one of these. So you have colors, shapes, letters, numbers, words, people, animals, nouns, time, and bully. And if you click on one here, it will give you information about that app and how best to use that. Okay, and you can go through each one of these to do that. If we click on the cards menu down the bottom, within that app it'll show you what is available to learn. So we're looking at shapes here, and we've got things like sphere, pyramid, pentagon, cylinder, octagon, and so on. If we click on the letters, of course you've got the alphabet. Over here you've got different types of fonts that you can use, and you can also change between blocks, word sets, sign language, backwards letters, and so on, just by clicking on them. Let's have a look at another app very quickly. Let's look at animals, for example. I'll show you all the animals that are available to be learnt within that part. And if we look at time, so we've got things like learning 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, everything on the hour, and then learning by 30 minutes, 20, 15, 10, 5, and even down to 1 minute increments. And you can change it between regular clock, Roman numerals, no numbers, digital clock, and so on. So a lot of exciting things to learn within one app, and it's great that it's all in one place. An interesting part of this app, before I show you how it actually works, is the DTT Bully. Now what this does when it gets into you, it gives you a scenario and asks you questions of what would you do if you were being bullied, and then you will answer appropriately from that. So that's a very interesting part of this app, which I really like and recommend that you check out. So for demonstration purposes, let's look at the colors part, and I'll show you how this works. So when you bring this up, you have all of the cards that we have selected, and you'll want to choose a color that you're trying to learn. So for example, let's say we're trying to learn the color orange. Okay, and you can highlight as many as you want. If you want to learn orange and green, for example, you'd highlight too. But let's just say we want to learn orange, and then we want to have a couple of colors that are always incorrect. So this will always be correct, and those are the other colors that will show up in the test. Now you can increase the amount of colors simply by doing that. So you've got 4 other colors that show up in the test. As you get more advanced, you want to get colors closer to the color of orange, such as red, to show up to see if they recognize the difference. Looking at the settings, we can go in here. We can have different voices that we can look at. Time trial, you can change that down. The hide time countdown, we'll leave that off for now, so we don't want to hide it. The interval range between questions, you can change from 5 seconds all the way up to 30 seconds if they need space, and all the way down to pretty much immediately. But we'll leave it on a couple of seconds just for this demonstration. Number of cards, you can change from 2 all the way up to 10, and we'll put it on 5 for this demonstration to show you how that works. I'll show you how the fade button works, and then you can also auto advance, keep trying till correct, and you can change the background color from blue, black, or white, and you can edit the custom cards, and I'll show you what that means in one sec. We're going to leave all of those settings as they are. Let's click on to the next thing down the bottom. You've got login, or you've got log I should say, and you can click on all students, all apps, and then you'll see the apps that Ben has tried. So he used letters and time. Of course, if you've got more students, they will appear here, and then all of the apps that they've tried will appear there also. And what I was saying is you can sync logs. So if they use it on a different device, or at school or a therapy, as long as they're logged in with their name, once you sync, all of their data and information will show up on that screen. And then finally, on the custom part here, you can actually add your voice. So for example, if you click on correct, you can actually record the sound correct yourself, or you can listen to the way that the iPad will do that. And you can change it to any sort of reinforcement that you like if you know that they react well to that sort of thing. Okay, you can also change the picture for a correct picture, an incorrect picture, and so on. Down the line here to a finished picture, and you can get more images if you need to. So let's go and start this and show you how it works. Okay, so what you see here is we're looking for the color orange, and we have the selection of colors that we chose to be incorrect as well as the one that is correct. You can see the countdown is going from 60 to 0, so you have a minute to get this correct. There are 10 questions in all. A couple of buttons up here, fade and repeat.
Orange.
If we press repeat, it will say the sound and the thing we're looking for, in this case orange. And fade,
orange,
will highlight what it is that we're looking for. Now once you press that, you'll get a correct answer. It won't actually give you a correct score because you need assistance to do it, but it will tell you you're on trial 2 of 10. And you'll continue through the app until you've got these 10 correct. And you'll see we're on trial 3 and we've got 1 out of 10 correct. If you get it wrong,
not right, try again.
Now you can change the setting that you can keep trying until you get that right on that one screen. In this case, if you got it wrong, it simply moved on to the next question, so you didn't have the option to do that.
Yes.
Once you go through all of the
orange, not right.
Once you go through all of the trials, which will be 10 questions.
Right, way to go.
Now the response you can hear there, you can actually change to your own voice, like I said earlier, which is really nice.
Correct.
Especially good if you want it to be a teacher's voice or your therapist, for example, or even mum or dad would be great.
Orange. Right. Orange.
And again, you can also change the picture. So this picture you can change to be anything you like. If they like cars, you can make it a car. If they like bunny rabbits, you can make it a bunny rabbit. And then maybe for the incorrect ones, you can make it a spider or something like that. So you can make it a lot of fun as well. So we've gone through the 10 there.
Orange. Good job.
That's the end of the 10. So it says you got 7 out of 10, which equals 70%. And when we go to look at the log, you can see that now that will show the score, and you can sync that with all of the other places that they've used the app. To simply change to another app, you would click on this and you would choose the app, or you can change the student by adding a student here, and so on. So a lot of amazing things that you can do within the app. It is a really good app, and like I said, you can buy all the apps individually, or you can get the DTT Pro, which will give you access to all of them. So I highly recommend you check it out. It's called Discrete Trial Training DTT Pro, and it's by Dr. Gary Brown.